Hello, lovely humans. Amber here. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful day. I wanted to pop on here and tell you a little about the fact that I guess I'm gonna start vlogging. I don't know. I really don't. But I have lots of projects that I want to work on, and I need a little bit more accountability. And so each week I'm going to try to work about 2 to 3 hours a week on a personal project that is literally just for me. It's not for anyone in the family or anything like that, and certainly not for work. But anyway, I figured you guys might be interested in seeing that. Y'all were interested in seeing it on my blog when I was doing that more regularly, so maybe this will be something you're wanting to see too. I don't know. It might be a complete disaster. But anyway, I just wanted to preface this video with a thank you, and a lot of these are just like little shenanigans and stuff, me trying to figure out how to do the filming and whatnot. But this is, I guess, the beginnings, the story, I don't know, of my Edwardian corset. So here's the mock-up. Alright, so my process for this one, I have not made an S-bend corset this early, so this will be the earliest iteration of the S-bend. But what I did was I actually went onto the Symington Corset Museum, or I'll put the site in the description, but I actually printed off the corset pattern that's in their archives. So this is just one that I liked the look of. I liked that it had both hip gussets and bust gussets. And I ended up blowing it up to where I knew that the top, that the center front was going to be roughly the height that I wanted. And then at that point I figured I could build everything out from there. So I printed all this off, traced it out, and then I worked my magic and did all of this stuff to get this pattern looking good. We will see how it goes. I usually, up here are my measurements that I went by. What I usually do is I take the measurement that I currently am, and then I put the measurement that I would like to be, or what it will likely be. And I know what I can kind of cinch down to usually, and then I take about 3 to 4 inches off of that number, and that's the size that I do this for. The reason that I decided to do it like that is I like to have between a 2 and a 3 inch gap in the back of my stays, so I can be larger or smaller and still have a little bit of room. If I go for a 4 inch gap, that means I can't be any bigger than I am now before it affects the fit in the chafing of the back area. So anyway, that's what I did. I, did my weird things with this, numbered all my pieces, and then I traced out my pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and find some fabric and cut this out and start my mock-up process.
For corset mock-ups, I don't usually sew the boning channels into them. I actually use masking tape and whatever boning material of my choice to do the mock-up, because I can move the placement and I don't have to waste time doing the channels. This is only for the first mock-up though. I really encourage you to, in the subsequent mock-ups, to actually sew them in, but this is a nice way to have versatility and to not ruin your boning.
Hey everyone, so it's been a solid like 3 weeks since I worked on this project. I apologize. I definitely thought I would have this done way before now, but anyway, so the mock-up is done. I've got it on, and just figured I'd show you guys. So right now, let me adjust the camera. Yeah, so right now what we are looking at is the Symington corset graded out to the measurements that I thought. Now this fabric is a little bit stretchy, so I understand that, like, in general this is probably a little stretchier than I want, and you can see there's some rippling happening because of that, and also it's not been reinforced. I've got boning done on this side, and you can see the difference in not having boning. That my bust wants to spill out on this side, whereas on this one everything stays pretty well put, and I decided not to put a buskin for this because I figured, as the first mock-up, just to make sure that things don't hit in weird spots, that would be overkill. So anyway, yeah, right now this is the corset done all the way closed pretty much. My waist measurement I don't think has changed, and I don't think it's the measurement that I was hoping. My waist measurement is at 29, so it really didn't give me much. Only gave me 2 inches of reduction, so I'll have to change that, but for the most part I would say that it fits pretty good. I'm going to make the back a little bit higher because I don't like the fact that there's a little bit of back fat coming out of here. I would prefer to keep it a little more closed in. So what I will likely do, and also I want to kind of scoop, instead of having bustage coming out of this side, I want to encourage it to do that. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of height here and then just kind of graduate it up to this spot. So for the most part, pretty happy with the shape that it gives me. This is also without any padding. This is just me. And yeah, I think that this is the side we've got to look at. I think that it's okay. I think my next one is going to be a wearable mock-up, so it'll be a finished corset by the time it's done. And then I can verify and see if I need to make another one after that, because the thing with corsetry, and if you want any sort of waist reduction, is you really should have a wearable mock-up that you can put on, wear for a while, and see how it feels. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to give myself a little bit more room in the butt, I think, and shave off a little on the sides to make it have at least 2 inches of ease in the back. So there's that, but yeah, pretty happy with it so far. And boning makes a huge difference. Look at that. Not great. See you guys in a little bit.